Hello, hi everyone. This is Anil Kumar. As you know that in previous class we have studied about the comprehensive definition of the resources. Now it's time to learn classification of resources. Yes, this is a class 10th geography chapter 1 resources and development. Okay, let's come to learn about the classification of resources. Yes, in this there are four groups. Resources can be classified into four groups: A, B, C, and D. I have written here A, B, C groups, and remaining D I will teach you in the next session. So that now I will start with first one A. On the basis of origin, resources can be classified into two groups. First one is the biotic, second one is the abiotic. Which are the biotic resources? Which resources has life? Those resources are biotic resources. For example, plants, animals, aquatic animals. I mean, living things. Living things are known as a biotic resources, which are grow and has a life. Okay, now next one is the abiotic resources. Abiotic resources means what? These resources has not life, do not have life, and these are non-living things. For example, air, water, soil, rocks, mountains. These all are, I mean, these all are abiotic resources. Okay, examples of abiotic resources: air and water. Yes, now come to the next B. On the basis of exhaustibility, again resources can be classified into two groups. One is a renewable, second one is a non-renewable. Which resources are known as a renewable resources? Which resources can be renewed in future? Those resources are a renewable resources. For example, water, sun rays, air. Okay, these are the renewable resources. Why I am given here, I am given here water example? Because of water, you know very well, you studied since from third standard about the cycle of water. Okay, now water will come by through the taps to your home. Okay, how it will come? First water will come from the rain. Okay, it will form the lakes, then lakes water will goes into the ponds water will goes into the falls, and falls water will goes into the rivers. River water will go and meet the ocean and seas. Okay, that ocean and seas water will evaporates in the air and it form the clouds, and then again rain droplets will falls on the earth. The cyclic order is there. So that water is the best example of a renewable resources. Even sun rays also. Okay, air also. Now non-renewable resources. Which resources cannot renew in future? Those resources are non-renewable resources. See, here in non-renewable resource, once sorry once a resource gets over, we cannot again make it renew. So that these resources are non-renewable resources. For example, coal, petroleum, and all. Okay, for example, you have a bike, you will go for riding outside, long riding on the bike, and you will put petrol. Once gets over means again it will not form the, again like water, like evaporates in the air, again it will form the cloud, again it will come on the earth as a rain droplets. Not petrol will not, once it gets over means, I am given, it will not come back from the air creating evaporates in the air, again it will make the petrol in the cloud, again it will falls on the earth. No. So that these are non-renewable resources. We should must use it very carefully. Okay, in for the future, for the next generation. Okay, thank you. Now I hope you understood clearly these two, A and B. Now we'll go to the C. Now C. On the basis of ownership. On the basis of ownership, again resources can be classified into four groups: individual resources, community resources, national resources, international resources. Individual resources means what? Which resources can be owned by individually? Those resources individually, or a single, your home, maybe your home, car, and property, your land. This belongs to the individual resources. Next one is the community resources. Community resources means which resources utilized or used by, or it will use by community or the people can hold, people can use it, community group can use it. Those resources are community resources. For example, colony, park, temple, and street lights, these are community resources. Now come to the next, national resources. National resources means what? Our nation, our country. Okay, for example, railway run under the government, and factories, even factories also run by the government. There are so many factories will run by the undertaken by the government. These are all are example of national resources. Last one is the international resources. That is the ocean part, sea part. Means ocean and seas beyond the nation also some resources are belongs to our country. So that international resources means ocean and seas connected with other nations as well as our country. So that mountains, northern part of the mountains, Himalayas, ocean part, sea part, these all are considered as a national resources. I hope you understood this clearly, and you have to look at it carefully and note it down, write it in a SS classwork book and read it. Thank you one and all.